Hola, ¿cómo están? Bueno, vamos a ver qué nos dice este meme. Calculadora científica. Go ahead and tell us in the warm-up what that says. Should be a pretty easy one today. Alright, so hoy es miércoles el 11 de noviembre. Para empezar, how do you ask someone how much does a pens cost? And the pens cost $75. So go ahead and write that on your notes. Let me know. Alright, cool. Let's move on. So today, ¿cómo puedo conjugar los verbos pensar, querer y preferir? Today we're going to talk about three verbs. The verb pensar, which is to think. The verb querer, which is to want. And the verb preferir, which is to prefer. Now, all of these are regular verbs, so let's pay close attention. So, here we go with this, right? The verb pensar, querer, and preferir. Verbs like pensar, to think or to plan, querer, to want, and preferir, to prefer, are IE stem changing verbs. The E of the stem changes to IE in all of the forms except nosotros and vosotros. Here are the forms. So now let's look at this real quick. So the verb pensar, right? So it'd be yo pienso. Notice how the PE changed to PIE, and that's what he's talking about, right? So that E changed to IE. Yo pienso. Tú piensas. Usted, él, ella piensa. Nosotros pensamos. Ustedes piensan. Okay, so now let's look at the next verb, querer. So notice once again that E changed to IE. Yo quiero. Tú quieres. Usted, él, ella quiere. Nosotros queremos. Ustedes, ellos, ellas quieren. Now let's look at preferir. Same thing, that E is going to change to IE. Yo prefiero, tú prefieres, usted, él, ella prefiere, nosotros preferimos, ustedes, ellos, ellas prefieren. So notice how these verbs are very different than the regular AR verbs, ER verbs, or IR verbs that we've seen in the past. Okay? But that doesn't mean that they are too difficult. You just have to get used to them a little bit, right? So once again, pensar is to think or to plan. Querer is to want, and preferir is to prefer. Okay, so let's look at the next one. Make sure to write this on your notes, by the way. And the first two letters for today's DOL is CO. CO. Alright. So, now we have complete these sentences. So, fill in the blanks by placing the correct form of the verb pensar, querer, o preferir. Right? So, for example, yo preferir blank pantalones negros. So, you would say, yo prefiero pantalones negros. So, let's do this one together real quick. So, ella pensar que mañana va a llevar una blusa verde. So, we could say, ella piensa que mañana va a llevar una blusa verde. Right? Pretty simple, right? Alright, so do the rest on your own, on your notes. Please make sure to take the time to do it right. Also, translate what this says. Figure out what it says. By now, you should be able to read this with very little difficulty. Alright, the next two letters for your DOL are M and P. M and P. And that brings us to una conversación. Complete the conversation by filling in the blanks with the proper form of the verb. So, hola, ¿cómo estás? Right? So, estás would have been what you filled out. Bien. Y usted, good. And you? Bien. ¿En qué poder ayudarle? So, fill that out. Put the verb in the correct form, right? And just keep going. Fill them all out. I am sure you can do it. Make sure to put in your notes. And pay attention to the conversation. Figure out what it really is saying. Write it in Spanish on your notes. Alright. So the next 3 letters for the DOL are R-A-R. R-A-R. Alright, well, I will see you all on the next lesson. Have a great day. Adios.